Obviously, the other Saturday game, which is the earlier game, that's the nightcap, Seattle against 49ers, which kind of goes to the theme, young quarterback, first time in there. You got Purdy, you got this team. The 49ers right now are absolutely on a roll. Now, I don't know if we start to say, look at this win streak, it scares you a little bit, the recency bias. Seattle with a little backdoor. They got help, obviously, from the Lions on Sunday night. They had to struggle to close it out, but you're also looking at a veteran head coach in Pete Carroll, right, a quarterback who you pressure and get to a little bit, and Geno Smith's going to make the mistake. And then the 49ers, who have a hell of a head coach, but they also have a very young quarterback. And I don't know if that's going to benefit them just going in with house money, kind of laissez-faire, not a care in the world.
Listen, the 49ers have just been covering machines since Brock Purdy took over. So why go away from them now? I know this is the third time they're facing Seattle this year, second time with Brock Purdy, who just totally blew them out on that Thursday night game a few weeks ago. I'm going to ride the team until they don't cover for me. So I'm all over San Francisco. I know it's a high number. I know it's a division rivalry game. But I just, when it comes to this game, I look at the defense of the 49ers. I think that they crushed Geno Smith. Smith hasn't had a very good stretch since that Germany game. So it's a high number, but I'm going to take the Niners again.
I thought Seattle kind of peaked when they beat the Giants, right? They struggled a little bit. They had that 6-3 start. And remember, too, when you go back to those two games, think about this. In that first matchup where the 49ers won 27-7, who was the quarterback for the 49ers? It was handsome Jimmy G, right? They didn't have Christian McCaffrey. Now you turn around, they ran for $170 in the second meeting and then won 21-13. This one number is ridiculous. San Fran 12-2 ATS against poor passing defenses, allowing completion percentage of 60% or more. That's a hell of a stat, man. Now, again, 9.5.
It's a lot. It's a lot, but I'm gonna ride with them. There's no reason that San Francisco has shown me anything other than you got to go with them. I think the only game they didn't cover was against the Raiders a few weeks ago since Purdy has taken over. But I know he's a rookie quarterback. Rookie quarterbacks have a history of not performing well their first postseason start. But I think the team surrounding him, McCaffrey, Debo, George Kittle, Kyle Shanahan as the head coach who has been to the Super Bowl before. I am going all on the 49ers until they prove me otherwise.
I think two props that I would probably play is Kittle over receiving yards.
Yeah, him and Brock Purdy have ridiculous chemistry. So definitely.
Yeah. What about McCaffrey?
I don't know about McCaffrey. I think that this is going to be a game where you're going to see similar to when the Niners played the Cowboys in the wild card round last year. They're just going to throw everyone at them. They're going to throw Elijah Mitchell. They're going to throw Debo at you. This isn't a game that I see Christian McCaffrey dominating per se. So his props, I would just be a little more leery with, but I would agree with you. I've seen nothing but great chemistry, great rapport with George Kittle and with Brock Purdy. I would take his over on his touchdowns. He has plenty of touchdowns with him, and I would take the over on his receiving.
Lastly, on last point on that game, any concern, the old adage, it's hard to beat a team 3 times in one season.
There's always that concern. You saw last year they lost to the Rams when it came into the NFC Championship game, but this is a different team. The Seahawks are nowhere near the level that the Rams were playing at last year. I don't think that Kenneth Walker is going to necessarily have a good game against the front seven of the 49ers. I think if you make Geno throw, eventually he's going to make a mistake. So I don't have any concern with the Niners both covering and winning outright.
She says it with conviction. That's what we like on the show. All right.